on the interior here from the 20-yard line. Bulger will go straight back to pass and connects for a 9.5-yard gain to Brandon Manu Maliuna, who's been hurt, but he is back. Second and short. 2 interceptions back for touchdowns this season. Now they give it to Steven Action Jackson, as he calls himself, but the only action there is from the Colt defensive line, led by the former Eagle Corey Simon. There they took the tag off, and he opted to sign with the Colts. On third and a short two over the middle to Torrey Big Game Holt, and that's why he has a nickname like that. He's had a ton of them through the years, and they convert on third down and take it all the way down to the 34-yard line of Indianapolis.
You can mark Bulger and Torrey Holt, because you see him, he's going to run that deep end, and there's no one that runs it better than the Rams and Torrey Holt. And what Mark Bulger does is he goes and he's going to throw it to a spot. He throws it about 3 yards before Holt makes that break.
Jackson is the running back in this set. They give it to him. He cuts it back and then turns it upfield, and a 14-yard gain for the guy who has supplanted Marshall Faulk. Faulk, who used to play here in Indy, then traded to St. Louis, a Hall of Fame career. He's relegated now to spot duty. Jackson's the man in his second year. #1 pick out of Oregon State. Good for 14 yards here, John. An announcer in his afterlife. Second down and 10. Draw play. Here's Jackson inside the 10, and Steven Jackson showing you why he was a #1 draft choice and a worthy successor, the Rams hope, to Marshall Faulk. 21 yards and a touchdown for St. Louis.
That he wanted to run a little more, and this is why you want to run. Anytime you have a big running back like Steven Jackson, who has the moves like that, and then the speed, and then the power to finish off the runs, he is something special.
In circle right there downtown. Rams to kick it off. Jeff Wilkins sending it. It is dropped, and it is recovered by the Rams. Dominique Rhodes muffed the kickoff, and Mike Fury comes up with the ball. Fury now playing as a safety defensively, but still on special teams. A former wide receiver winds up recovering, and the Rams are in business again. And this is Jackson. And Steven, with a spin move, takes it to the 10-yard line. Adam Timmerman helping to lead the way. Earlier, a couple of nice blocks for him on that first drive by the rookie Claude Terrell. And for the second time all season, the Colts have trailed. And the handoff will go to Steven Jackson. Marshall Faulk is now into the game. Marshall Faulk, who has not touched the ball in the last 2 weeks. Have Jackson in there right now behind Hedgecock, and they're going to give him the ball, and he will work his way inside the 1-yard line, where he's stopped by the safety Mike Doss. He most looked up to in the early stages of his career. Faulk is in the game. You've got a whistle before the snap go. And you have a false start against the Rams, and maybe created by the crowd. And Marshall will get it, and Marshall will go nowhere. So the Colts did their job when they were in jeopardy of going down 14-0. At least they hold the Rams to a chip shot field goal attempt.
Back, rush the passer, and if a run happens, they'll run into you.
29-yard attempt for Jeff Wilkins is good. So the Rams got down inside the 1, but couldn't penetrate. Settle for 3. 8:17 left in the period. St. Louis has jumped on top 10-0. Next Monday. So the Rams heavy on the rush to this point, and this will be their 9th rush in 12 plays as Jackson breaks tackles, and then it takes about 5 Colts to bring him down, and he loses the football. And Raheem Brock, number 79, comes away with it. Question at the end of the play.
You know, one thing about this play is look at all the blue jerseys there. Whether it's a fumble or not yet, is you just watch that. That was one of the things Tony Dungy says. We don't have a lot of big guys, but if we have fast guys, you can get a whole bunch of guys there in the tackle. Now that ball was ripped out just as he was going down. The question is going to be, did his knee touch before the ball was ripped out?
After reviewing the play, the runner's shin and knee is on the ground before he loses possession of the ball. Therefore, the runner is down by contact.
And David, the corner here, he's the closest guy to him, and he's about 20 yards away. He's looking into the backfield. It's a little out and up, a double move, and when he goes for that move, he stops, and Kevin Curtis just runs right by him, and he beats him by 20 yards.
Here in the league, and he gets burned. Rams with 3 possessions and 17 points. Go figure this. There's an assistant under Ted Marcher-Broda with the Baltimore Colts. This is James picking up 9. It's interesting that he got a job. He went to Towson in Maryland, did Joe Vitt. Got a job working for Marcher-Broda. And there is Ted, who not only gave Vitt his start, but it was Marcher-Broda who gave Bill Belichick his first job. And 1 from the 34-yard line, and they give it to James. And James with some nifty power running gets out of the backfield, stopped by Pisatino Isamoah, but not until he moves the chains.
Play action pass.
From the 38-yard line, here's the play action pass. Manning steps up underneath, and it's Wayne making the catch, and Corey Ivy is there to tackle him immediately. Reggie Wayne, a guy who sort of gets lost because you've got Harrison on one end.
Go ahead and beat him with a run and a short pass.
2nd and 6 against the nickel, and that opens up the middle for James as a flag comes in for the end of the play. But as they spread it out, they give it to James, as they do with such effectiveness very often against the extra defensive back. For the moment, it's a 13-yard gain, and let's see about the call.
And then come off and get to that second level a lot.
Play fake again, to the outside goes the pass to the tight end Dallas Clark, who came all the way back. Brandon Chiller and Tino Isamoah converge on the tackle, and
hey, 0-0. 0-0.
Well, Peyton trying to work a little psychological magic right there, because it's hardly 0-0. It's 17-0. I think 4 from the 39-yard line. Manning gets it away, caught. Wayne, first down, and then knocked down at the 33-yard line. So Wayne comes free underneath and makes the catch, and that'll be the final play of the period. And Damian Lewis got in there at the end and really put a hit on Peyton Manning. So that from the 30-yard line. Manning, and has that one knocked down. He went for Wayne, and the pass is knocked down by Corey Ivy, who's had an active first part of the game tonight. Last week in St. Louis, 3rd down and 9. Manning is going deep, and it's off the fingertips of Marvin Harrison. A little too deep. Good coverage as Travis Fisher was hanging with him, and Adam Archuleta came over to help.
And that's where he had to throw it.
Mike Vanderjagt, one of the very best. This is a 48-yard attempt, and Vanderjagt's kick is no good. He is the most accurate kicker in the history of the NFL. He's made nearly 88% of his attempts. That's 7 out of 8, but not here. And the Rams will have it in pretty good field position early in the second, and up by 17. Vanderjagt missed. The Rams start from the 38-yard line, and the swing pass goes out to Jackson. He steps out of 1 tackle and is out of bounds after a gain of about 6. Of defensive guys who would go to the Pro Bowl. Larry Triplett came across the line. In fact, they went through a very long period of time where only Dwayne Bickett had gone to Honolulu from the defensive side, and now Freeney's going to probably become a regular.
75 defense, 5 yards. Result of the penalty will be a first down.
Trellick, the defensive line coach, talking about Dwayne Bickett. He was the only court defender to go to the Pro Bowl in a 24-year period. And now Steven Jackson will take the ball to the 45-yard line, picks up about 6 yards there. Steve Fairchild, the offensive coordinator, 2nd down and 4. And that's intercepted at the 30-yard line by Cato June. And Cato June, who's run 2 back for touchdowns this season, is stopped at the 35-yard line. So Cato June has given Indianapolis a huge lift.
Play that cover 2, and then you're going to get back and you squeeze that middle. You drive the middle linebacker deep, then the weak side linebacker comes deep, and he just squeezes that middle, and he can react to anything going up the seam. With it.
That's his 4th interception of the season, and we'll keep an eye on Bolger, who was reaching for his collarbone as he went out. You have a flag down here on the throw to James.
Number 52 of the defense, 5 yards, repeat first down.
Dexter Coakley, the ex-Cowboy. Stretch play. James taken down at the 23-yard line. They're going to send Bolger to the locker room. Tino Isamoah makes the tackle.
And if they do, if they're going to offer a shoulder, it's usually their left shoulder.
Second down and 4. James will turn it back up to the 16-yard line. And
Will be blocked.
From the 17-yard line, Manning throws. It's Wayne making the catch, and he takes the ball inside the 10. So the Colts trying to capitalize on that Cato June interception.
Marvin Harrison here.
Instead, they're going to keep it on the ground, give it to James, and he's going to lose the ball. And it was Corey Ivy, and Corey Ivy looked down. He didn't see it at first, but he's able to gather himself, and it's kind of like a look what I found situation. No signal from the officials, though all of the Rams. And look at this. Austin says, Indy has the ball. So wishful thinking on the part of the Rams. And had Ivy turned around a tenth of a second earlier, he would have had it.
I did see one of the officials say the other way. I saw him point that way. I don't know about that one. I mean, that ball came out. You know, now he could put his hands down, and that doesn't count as being down. When that left hand goes down, that doesn't count.
And how did Ivy not come away with it? You've got Ivy with 2 arms, and you have the right arm of
Indianapolis
James.
had the ball on the bottom of the pile. They had the ball after the play was unscrambled.
In fact, it was ruled dual possession. So as in baseball, the tie goes to the runner. Here the tie goes to the offense. And Manning throws, and that pass is caught at the half-yard line by Brandon Stokely. He is not into the end zone. It'll be second down. So Peyton Manning and the Colts get a huge break on a dual possession situation.
And Fletcher in as the fullback.
James is the running back. James with the ball. And James into the end zone. After he bounces off a tackler, in he goes. Shave it to 10. St. Louis 17. Indianapolis 7.
Well, Allison, anxious times for the Rams right now. They're calling it a bruised right shoulder. He is in the locker room, as you mentioned, for x-rays. The x-rays have not come back yet. We will update it as soon as we get the results, Al.
And that from the 23-yard line, Martin will go right to work through the air and completes it. So he comes off the bench. Torrey Holt makes the catch, and for Jamie Martin, he's played in only 1 game since the start of the 2003 season. Martin's 35. He played his college ball at Weber State in Utah. He'll give it to Steven Jackson. Tough running and close to a first down. Tackled finally by Mike Doss from just shy of the 50-yard line. And Jackson gets it on a draw and then just turns it up and picks up a first down, taking the ball to the Colt 45-yard line. Monte Rager and Bob Sanders make the stop. 3 wideouts for the Rams. Martin. And they'll give the ball at the last moment to Steven Jackson, but that didn't fool anybody. In particular, Robert Mathis, number 98, who's a pass rush specialist. And the pass into traffic caught by Falk. And Marshall takes it to the 45-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage where they started on first down. So 4th down and 10 under 7 minutes. Their own 14-yard line. Heavy workload for James thus far tonight, and that continues. And James picks up 9 yards. Tino Isamoah knocks him out of bounds.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking that they've been running the heck out of that stretch play, and whether side like to this side or short side to the other side.
Edgerins carried it 12 times for 64 yards. And on 2nd and 1, the pass is caught by Harrison. Marvin up to the 28-yard line. Second grab for number 88 tonight. Archuleta and Tino Isamoah in on the stop. First and 10 at the 28-yard line. From the draw to the outside goes James. Nice little stiff arm there to pick up another yard or 2. Brandon Chiller. Manning's going to throw, and it's going to be caught by Clark, reaching up. Nice grab. He beats DeJuan Gross at 5'10". Dallas Clark at 6'3", 3rd year out of Iowa. First down from the 44-yard line. Fake draw. Manning hit as he throws, and that's a great catch by Clark. And then Clark appeared to lose the ball, but retains it at the 36-yard line. So Dallas Clark makes the catch as Leonard Little got in there and hit Manning as he unloaded. That's a 20-yard gain. First and 10 from the 36-yard line. Give it to James to the outside. Great blocking. Archuleta whiffs on the tackle, and he gets inside the 20-yard line. Tarek Glenn with a great block to spring him. Sam, what's the update on Bulger?
Well, you saw him come out. The x-rays were negative, which is good news, but it is being called a sprained right shoulder. His return is doubtful, though, Al.
Well, right now, Mark Bulger can be the communicator to him.
From the 18-yard line now, Manning throws. That's caught by Wayne, and Wayne takes it to the 3-yard line. Not only a touchdown, but Manning to Harrison. 2 minutes to the half, 17-7 Rams. Harrison split wide right. Manning throwing to the left. Touchdown, Reggie Wayne. In Indianapolis.
You know, the closer a wide receiver gets to the goal line, the more physical he has to be. Out in the middle of the field, he doesn't have to be that physical, but that's exactly what Reggie Wayne was right there. I mean, you're going to make that quick hit and get that quick separation. But you can't be running around, guys, when you get down there in the goal line.
Operates out of the shotgun. Backing up, throws, Falk, screen. And Falk, who started his career with the Indianapolis Colts and then went to the Rams in that huge trade.
Marshall Falk in the backfield, which really gives him a fifth.
First and 10, pass to the sideline, and that's Dane Looker making the catch with Isaac Bruce out. Looker gets some more playing time tonight. 2 timeouts. To the outside he goes here, and that's Torrey Holt. And Holt is forced out of bounds after a gain of 4. The ball at the 40-yard line with 1:14 left. Second down and 6 from the 40-yard line. Martin protected well, throws. That'll be a first down, 33-yard line. Second down at 20. 4-man defensive front, 4-man rush for Indianapolis. And Martin's going to go underneath after faking long. And Holt will make the catch. And Torrey's out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Nick Harper with the coverage and 51 ticks remaining. Down and throw, still a little out of field goal range here. Martin's going to try to get him into that range. Holt makes the catch. The ball is at the 31-yard line. Now you're looking at about a 49-yard attempt. And the Rams would be well advised here if they're going to go for the field goal to let the clock run down, leave no time on the other side. And for Indianapolis, what they should do is take a timeout, and they do at this point. With 2 timeouts and about 30 seconds remaining. And Wilkins right down the middle. Perfect.
Hey, the place went quiet here, didn't it? Jamie Martin did his job. I mean, they had a penalty, and then he had to come back and get it again. And that's what you need in your backup quarterback. I mean, you know.
You're right. Overconfident no longer. They're down by 6. Coming up next will be the Lexus halftime show. When we come back after this message from the NFL and a word from our ABC stations. He goes to work now from the 26-yard line. Start on the ground with the workhorse, Edgerrin James. 9-yard gain, tackled by Fisher, and it's 100 yards tonight. 16 carries for James. He picked up a first down. It was a 10-yard pickup for James. Now the pass is caught, and that'll be a first down. Reggie Wayne, who scored a touchdown in the second quarter, takes it out to midfield. James. Loose. 21-yard gain to the 29-yard line, where he's tackled by Mike Furry. The 29-yard line, first down. They've run 3 plays for 45 yards in a minute and a half. Manning swings it to the outside. Low throw, but that is caught. That is caught by Dominique Rhodes, and Rhodes is all the way down to the 22 before he's taken out.
So they want to jam him up in the line and then have safeties over the top.
Ooh, and Rhodes runs right into Brandon Green, number 93, third-year backup defensive end out of Rice. James back in the backfield. He goes out into the pattern. Manning's going to step up. Peyton's going to run for it. He slides to a stop with a first down at the 15-yard line. From the gun at the 16-yard line. With protection, pass caught. That's Reggie Wayne. He'll take it to the 10-yard line.
That safety in there, although Marvin Harrison really split the corner in the safety.
He did. We've got a penalty here. Same basis with these guys.
Defense, too many men on the field. After this is to the goal. Result will be a first down.
Down and goal. Harrison still to the right. Manning forced back. Manning throws over the middle. Manning throws incomplete. Intended for Wayne, and that coverage by DeJuan Gross. Gross, who's been in and out of practice this week with a hamstring pull, plays tonight and turns in a big play here to keep St. Louis in the lead and force a field goal attempt.
And Peyton Manning looked left the whole time.
This is a 22-yard attempt for Mike Vanderjagt, so he bangs it through. But the long drive bogs down. And from first and goal, they go to a three-pointer in a 2017 St. Louis advantage. NBA guy, I have him in my suitcase. Here's Martin throwing, and that's caught by Falk, and Marshall still showing some of those deft moves that he exhibited at San Diego State, then here with Indianapolis for 5 years, and then in the scintillating second half of his career with St. Louis. Martin over the middle, and that is caught by Cam Cleland, the tight end, recently activated. He'd been hurt. Martin has now completed 11 passes in a row from the 40-yard line now. Action. Jackson will lose the football. Colts have it. Harper has it. Big turnover. And a flag. This will be a Tennessee in the 90s. Third down at 7. Manning finds room and then winds up hitting Stokely. So Peyton Manning with those little mincing steps to avoid getting sacked. And Terry Fair with the coverage on the play and a big first down here. Time Slalom. Second down and 9 at the 18-yard line. Here's James. He turns in his own little Dwight Freeney spin move there to the 13-yard line. On a pace for it. Third down and 4 from the shotgun. Manning throwing. That's going to be a first down as Stokely gets inside Fair. So Terry Fair playing because Corey Ivy had to come out of the game. And they've gone that way twice. And now you've got Leonard Little, who's had a bad back, who is still down on the ground. That's going to be first and goal from the 8-yard line. Indy, the last time they got down this deep, had to settle for a field goal. Not this time. Edgerrin James for the touchdown. 35 yards in 7 plays, and now lead 24-20.
But he's going to get a pretty good block right here from Tariq Glenn. But watch when he gets to the outside and he hits the 10-yard line right there. Well,
first and 10 from the 18-yard line. And that is intercepted by Cato June. His second pick of the game. Cato June is taken down to the 15-yard line. Little screen. Edgerrin James. That's the slalom route he takes there to the 6-yard line, gain of 9. To the ground. Rhodes. And that road leads to the 2-yard line on the first and goal.
Play action pass here.
Dominic Rhodes is the running back. They give it to him, and that's the road to the end zone. Touchdown. Rams didn't make it easy, but the Colts get it in. Third and 14. 4-man rush. They get to Martin. The arm is coming forward. There's no flag. And the Rams come up with the football back at the 2-yard line.
We've been watching Dwight Freeney spin all night, and he spun again. So Montana would be the other part.
Absolutely. Second down and 11. Manning throws, and that's caught by Brandon Stokely at the 23-yard line.
Together long enough.
And Manning now in his 8th year. Harrison has been here for 10. James going to cut it back, take him inside the 20 and go to the 19-yard line. Manning throws, and that's Reggie Wayne. A flag is down. Wayne trying to get the first down. Came close.
Holding number 24 of the defense. 5 yards. Automatic first down.
Is just too good at this point. Up by 11. And James will take the ball to the 6-yard line. Second and 3. And they go for the record, and Harrison has it. The Rams are going to say no, he wasn't in bounds, so if it stands, unless it gets challenged and overturned, that's your record. It would be 86 on the fade from Manning to Harrison.
Same side, so he got man-to-man. He gave himself a little room to the outside so he could bend in, and then he got both feet in bounds. Congratulations.
Record, and they still have a lot of years ahead of them. And the Colts have an 18-point lead. Going to go to 6-0. Jamie Martin, who took over for the injured Bulger. That one's intercepted. Harper comes away with it. His second takeaway. To the 18 he goes. Straight passes, and now his last two have been intercepted. And Harrison, can he get in? No, he stopped just short of the goal line. He's in the game. Dallas Clark sets up for leverage. And Edgerrin James will burrow his way in for a touchdown. Quite as wide as Mike's. That was Mike's trademark. Steven Jackson gets submarined by Bob Sanders, but not until he picks up a first down up at the 36-yard line. 6-yard line. Jackson up to the 47. Again, going back to the storyline in this game coming in, Colts unbeaten.
Because, you know, it's your team, and your team is like your family. It's like your baby. You can't tell them to stay away from it.
And that's exactly
well, you can tell them to stay away from it. They won't do it. I'm sorry.
Sure. And line 1st and 10. Draw to Jackson. Big hole, and Steven Jackson to the 29-yard line. Reduced the communicator in the second half from the 28-yard line. Jackson will take it again. His 5th reception. And Steven Jackson gets to the 22-yard line where Harper stops him. Interceptions, 1 fumble. And this is Marshall Faulk taking it to the 10-yard line. So Martin stays upright after nearly tripping and then throws and has a touchdown to Cam Cleland, the tight end. Now the Rams are going to line up to go for 2. It's a 19-point differential. So they're trying. And this is Faulk, and Marshall will take it in. So Marshall Faulk will add 2 more points to his scoring total. First, they actually own the Rams very briefly, and then they effected the franchise trade, and they put the good hands people in. That's Marvin Harrison, making sure the Rams don't recover the onside kick.
So those are the things that he's going through.
Rhodes. Coaching by concept.
That's not bad. You know,
And the Colts ready to resume practice this week. Short work week, and then to Houston on Sunday. And we got Rhodes. And he's not done yet. And Rhodes has the presence of mind to go down before he goes out of bounds. But the Rams go to 2-4. The Colts go to 6-0 as they win the game 45-28.